Hello everyone, welcome to this class. Today we will be talking about Italian terms for performance. So at the end of this class today, it is expected that every student should be able to identify at least 5 Italian terms that are related to music performance, and they should also be able to give the meanings of these terms. So Italian performance, most of all the instructions that accompany music sheets are written in Italian. You might wonder and ask why. This is because the innovators in music beginning in the 16th century were mostly Italian. And so these terms have been preserved through time, and they are generally still in use till today. These terms give us an indication of how we should perform the music. It gives us an indication if we should play the written music fast, or if we should play it slowly. Should we play it joyously? Should we play it pompously? Should we play it sadly? Should we play loudly? Should we play it in an aggressive manner? And so on and so forth. And so we're going to be looking at some of those Italian terms today. Some of them that we'll be looking at today include Acapella, Arco, Pizzicato, Crescendo, and Diminuendo. So let's go on to the first one, Acapella. The first term is Acapella, and what does it mean? It means to sing without instrumental accompaniment. Basically, it means that you are singing but you don't have any instruments backing you, just singing voices alone. For the sake of time, I'm not going to play these videos. If you really would like to see them, then grab the presentation. They have been put up on the LMS for you. Okay, well, a cappella is an Italian term that means to sing without instruments. Okay, so quick quiz. A cappella is the Italian term that means what? To sing without instrumental accompaniment. The next Italian term we're going to look at is called Arco. What does Arco mean? Arco is an instruction for you to play with the bow. Usually you'll be playing a string instrument like a violin or the viola or the cello and so on and so forth. Okay, so the next term is Arco. Arco means to play with the bow, and generally when you play with the bow you have two possible motions. You have the down bow, and right here we have the symbol for the down bow. It looks like a shape that is pointing upwards. Okay, and of course here we have the up bow. This is the symbol for the up bow. In this case it looks like a symbol that is pointing downwards in the opposite direction. Again, I'm sorry I cannot play these videos. If you want to see these videos, please go ahead and grab the presentation. Okay, so Arco is the Italian term that means what exactly? It means to play a string instrument with the bow. And this symbol means what exactly? This is a symbol for a down bow. How about this symbol? This is the symbol for an up bow. So the next Italian term that we are going to look at today is called pizzicato. If you remember, we have seen a cappella, we have seen Arco, now we're concentrating pizzicato. The abbreviation for pizzicato is P-I-Z-Z. Usually when it's written on music sheets, you see it as P-I-Z-Z. So what does pizzicato mean? Think of it like the opposite of Arco. Usually what it means is it's an instruction for you to pluck with your finger. Okay, it tells you to pluck the string instrument with your finger instead of using the bow. Okay, and that's what pizzicato means. So I have a quick quiz here. Pizzicato is the Italian term that means, okay, to pluck the strings with your fingers. I have another one here, and the name here is Crescendo. Okay, so far we have seen Acapella, we have seen Arco, we've seen pizzicato, and now we're looking at crescendo. And this is what does crescendo mean? Crescendo means to gradually get louder. This is the abbreviation for crescendo. Okay, it's written as C-R-E-S-E. So in other words, when you look at sheet music, usually you find it written in its abbreviated form like this. And if you look at the symbol, it looks like it's gradually getting bigger. Think of it, it means to gradually get louder. So we start from small, and as you can see, it gradually goes on to get wider and bigger, right? So that's the symbol for the crescendo. Crescendo means to gradually get louder. So quick quiz. Crescendo is the Italian term that means what exactly? It means to gradually get louder. It's that simple. Crescendo is abbreviated as what exactly? It is abbreviated as C-R-E-S-S-C. Yeah. And this symbol is the symbol for what exactly? For crescendo. So on to the very last one. So far today we have seen acapella, we have seen arco, we have seen the Italian term pizzicato, we have seen crescendo. Finally, we want to take a look at this last one called diminuendo. Diminuendo is also known as decrescendo. Think of it as the opposite of crescendo. So diminuendo, what does it mean? It means to gradually get softer. Again, like I said, think of it like the opposite of crescendo. And here you have the abbreviated form of diminuendo. So when you see DIM written, it means that you should begin to gradually reduce the volume, so to say, of your music. And if you look at this symbol right here, it starts from the wide end and gradually begins to get narrower and smaller. Okay, so that's the symbol of diminuendo right there. Diminuendo is also known as decrescendo, and decrescendo is abbreviated as this, almost like you want to write the word decrease. So I have a quick quiz. Diminuendo is the Italian term that means what? To gradually get softer. Diminuendo is abbreviated as what? DIM. Okay, and this symbol is the symbol for diminuendo. Okay, another name for diminuendo is decrescendo. And so in summary, today we have been able to take a look at some Italian terms that are related to performance. The first one we saw was acapella. Acapella means to sing without instrumental accompaniment. The second one we saw was arco, and arco means to play a string instrument with a bow. Pizzicato, meaning to pluck with your fingers. Crescendo, meaning gradually getting louder. And finally we saw diminuendo, which means to gradually get softer. That brings us to the end of the class today. I hope you had fun. See you in the next one.